Welcome to the Us versus Them podcast. This is episode 51. Welcome back, fellas.
What's happening?
Hey,
Good. What's good?
What's good? How's everybody feeling?
cracking.
Chilling, man.
Chilling, man. Good.
Namaste.
Right on. All right.
Another dollar on a Sunday. Actually, I didn't make shit, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay. Introductions are in order.
Yeah, man. You got your boy Amar back in the building, the podcast that they warned you about, man. Ready to do this thing, man.
All right.
All right, it's your good buddy Dre, the podcaster you love to hate, your lady's favorite podcaster, aka the podcast god, and yes, last but not least, back like I never left. Amen, brother.
Okay.
So we getting blasphemous with it. Okay, Terry.
The podcast guide. Yeah.
All right. Got Terry back at you again as always.
That was it. Okay, hey, Jared Joe, man, y'all know what time it is. Let's get it.
Right. And the one and only Jason. It gets no better.
Yeah.
You can say.
Fellas, let's jump right in on our topics today. We are going to start with a moment of silence and say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, gone too soon at the age of 42, 43?
43, brother.
Yeah.
43. Let's get a quick moment of silence, if y'all would. All right. So, Chadwick Boseman, fellas, you know, and I haven't done a whole bunch of research on the details, but apparently this brother had colon cancer for 4 years, was filming movies. Nobody leaked anything, which is the real surprise in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amazing. In a day and age where people are looking for, or seemingly looking for attention, he kept it to himself.
And the people around him kept their mouth shut too.
And that's saying a lot, man. It's saying a lot. What?
Circle.
Yeah, it really is a feat. What's your favorite Chadwick Boseman movie? Starting with you, Aaron.
Misguided fingers.
I mean, I think, you know, the thing that everybody is probably going to most remember him for, whether or not it's your favorite or not, is going to be Black Panther. I remember the first thing that I remember going to a theater to watch him in was probably Get On Up, and you know, I that was probably the best role that I saw him play, just because of his commitment to it. And you know, we've all heard the story. I think, with most people, I think have probably heard the story by now about how the connection between he and Denzel Washington. You know, the help that he gave in getting his acting career started in the first place, and just you can, it's weird, like, to see him kind of leading that kind of next generation of Black actors kind of coming up and being a leading man on so many different fronts. He was kind of the go-to guy for a lot of these biopics and biopics or whatever, and he would commit. Like I said, watching him and Get On Up, there was so much commitment in that. Because let's be real, like, James Brown is a very gregarious, like, out there, you know, persona. And if you don't really commit to that role, it's very easy for that to come across looking like a caricature, and it doesn't do the film or the person justice. And I felt like he really did a lot with that role, and it showed the kind of actor he had, the actor he was, and he's shown range and being able to do action. He's done, the drama, and just being able to kind of show you that he has, a lot of talent in that acting field.
I think I like the brother's body of work. In this day and age, you see a lot of black actors, black male actors, and they may have one good role, but they had a lot of sketchy roles or a lot of roles that might just set us back as people. The brother played Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, as Aaron just said, James Brown, and
T'Challa,
the game breaker right there. And then what is it? Draft Day with Kevin Costner. He was the linebacker.
Vontae Mack. That was actually one of my favorite roles.
All the movies that he played in were all positive black male figures. When a lot of them that you see currently today, outside of Denzel and a few others, take some real shaky roles. Like, oh man, this brother kissing another brother in the mouth. To each his own. That may be some people's perspective. However, he showed a perspective that is not really showed today when it comes to heterosexual black males in the movie industry.
Well,
no, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
No. Keep going. Favorite films?
I don't really have one, man. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't watch movies like that like I used to. Not since those prices went up and they knocked down Tinseltown. So I'm out on this one, man. Black Panther. Yeah. That's all I got. Sorry, guys.
Wow,
RIP.
So you hadn't seen a movie in 7 years?
No, I've seen him. I haven't reached out to see what he's done altogether. Back then I could just walk in for $5 and go watch whatever. And if I lost it on $5, it was a bad movie, I wouldn't be mad. But now it's like $20. I can't handle it. So yeah, man. RIP.
Man, your frugality is so far off topic.
See, this is not the appropriate time for you to just leave the video like that, man.
Yeah. Terry, did you have a favorite? Did you say it already?
No, I hadn't said. Probably my favorite probably is Black Panther, of course, was a good one. Jackie Robinson 42, that was, Jackie Robinson being a baseball player as a kid, like being one of the few black people out there. Everybody always talked to us about Jackie Robinson, and so just seeing that portrayal of that, and like Aaron said, he committed to it. Like I've seen Get On Up. I've never seen a Thurgood Marshall movie, but like he committed to his roles that he did. He took on those personas, and so like that was probably Jackie Robinson and Black Panther, of course, probably my favorite too.
Yeah, for me, I actually saw Get On Up first, and then I watched Draft Day afterwards. And I was like, man, this dude actually has some range. I didn't expect him to play Thurgood Marshall. And I know that came. I believe that came before, didn't it?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Thurgood Marshall came before Black Panther. Or what is it?
No. Marshall came after. Thurgood Marshall came after, but dude has some range, man, and it's one of those. It's one of those things. If 2020 is teaching us anything, it's to appreciate the things that you got while they're right here in front of you, because things are being taken away from us in 2020.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
All right, Cliff Robinson.
Yeah, Cliff Robinson died the very next day. So
one thing I do want to say too. I think coming out of all this, like you said, appreciate folks and things while you have them. Appreciate. We don't always have to compare everything and be so quick to just everything's the greatest or everything's the worst. But just appreciate things. I think one thing also, like we started off talking about with the fact that in all the 4 years of this being happening, like we never heard anything about it. We never knew anything about it. And I think something that came to my mind is not everything in life that happens to you or around you is about you. And you know, the things that you see with people, you don't never know what somebody is dealing with, somebody's going through. And you know, I think to me it just says like, you know, just really try to have grace with people, because you never know what people are dealing with that you have no clue about.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right, man. Just want to let you guys know, man, I love you all. No homo. Straight up. Pause again.
Wow. Man, same here, man. I'm just gonna, you know, you ain't got to be toxic masculinity, man, all the time, man. You know, I appreciate brothers.
Right on,
and
man.
love
Y'all are my brothers, man. Straight up.
Yeah. So you can't put that as the next topic, though. You can't. Yeah.
Yep.
That's way off, man. What's going on there?
That was an accident.
Sure it was. Sure.
All right.
So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Can't wait to watch the few projects that he's finished. But before he passed, he's got 1 or 2 out there.
The last one was what, 26 Blocks or something like that?
No, he did the 5 Bloods. And
you talking about 21
that Netflix movie.
21 what?
You talking about 21 Bridges?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, said 26 Blocks.
Hey, I was at least in the 20s.
Yeah, and he had some other movie called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Pause. But he completed that one this year. So, but yeah. On to our next topic, fellas. Something a little bit lighter. You know, it was approximately a year ago when Popeyes introduced their chicken sandwich, and people all over the world went crazy. Black people in particular.
This was real negrocious, man. I just want to let y'all know this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And people went back and forth over who had the better chicken sandwich. Popeyes ran out of stock. They didn't expect it to take off like it did. I'm not gonna lie. I had it about 2 months before all the hype kicked off, and I thought it was a good sandwich, not great. You know, but a year later, fellas, who won? Popeyes versus Chick-Fil-A. Who had the better sandwich?
Chick-fil-A, suckers.
I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich when it came back into stock about 2 or 3 months later, and had it, and I was like, yo, this is just okay. Y'all was killing each other over this weak ass chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A, I still pull up once a week for their chicken sandwich. So I had to say Chick-fil-A.
All right, just 1 vote for Chick-fil-A. It's actually
that's 2 votes.
Yeah, no. Jared's vote didn't count. Yeah, I just got the vote.
Okay. So you're not gonna take the Batman vote. That makes no sense.
See, you
I'm gonna get Jared's vote in. You see what? Chick-fil-A had one consistency. The supply chain never went down.
Mm-hmm.
2, whatever hype came with it, they backed it up. And they're always saying, it's my pleasure to serve you.
Makes me feel good to spend money there. Yeah.
Exactly. Popeye, you just felt you were assaulted at Popeyes.
Here, sucker. Just throw the bag in your car. Can I get some sauce? You didn't order sauce. It's 25 cents per sauce, you know.
So you give them Pop. It sounds like I giving Chick-fil-A a bonus because of their customer service.
I'm just giving it a bonus for the supply and demand. They were able to at least keep up with their demand. If you're gonna hype up a product, I get it. You want to have some scarcity with some stuff, but their scarcity was way out of hand to where it's like, okay. And then having things like, hey, we'll make the chicken sandwich, but you got to bring your own bread. WTF?
I forgot about that shit.
Bring your own bread.
Yo, whoa! I missed that completely. They did that.
Yeah, they did that.
Bro.
We'll make the
We
sandwich,
got the
but you have
patties.
to bring your
You have
own
to bring
bread.
your bun.
Yep. What kind of shit is that?
Ridiculous.
Honestly, I think the thing that probably most helped that sandwich, the Popeye sandwich I'm talking about, is that the spicy sauce. I think that's the thing that most helped that sandwich. But
The
just
spicy sauce?
I told
you had
to bring your own bread.
the spicy mayo or whatever that was they put on it.
I can't believe you never heard that, Jack.
No, this is the first. How many?
What kind of jackass shit buffoonery is that? Yeah, you heard of it, right? You heard of them where they tell you bring your own bread?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not
Yeah, I
bringing
saw
my
that.
own bread to no restaurant, man. Hell no.
Yeah,
I heard
You're
rumors.
the last person that needs to bring any bread because you bring the two butt pieces to Popeye.
Oh, man.
Suddenly, this isn't funny anymore. Okay. So yeah.
Butt bread, boy.
So Aaron, who has the better sandwich? Popeyes versus Chick-Fil-A.
For me, I gotta roll with who got me here, man. You know, Chick-fil-A, I think it's just they're more consistent. You ain't never had to worry about, you know, are they gonna have it when you go up there? Yeah, Chick-fil-A, man.
Just based off the
That's why
taste of the sandwich, though.
That's why I brought up the spicy mayo or whatever they put on there. Like that to me is what, like, the chicken ain't necessarily better, the bun ain't no better. Like it's like they put that you know, spicy mayo on there. I think that's what made a lot of people end up liking that sandwich a lot, you know, more.
So it was funny to me because I like spicy food. And spicy mayo was nothing special. It was just It was basically the same damn mayo.
And here's the crazy thing: they were in an argument of a dog fight with only few ingredients: bread, a pickle, and a chicken patty.
That's it.
But
that's it.
Hey, it's Chick-fil-A. It's buttered. It's buttered and toasted.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. What about you, Terry?
Chick-fil-A, man. I just recently had the Popeyes for the first time, like maybe a little bit over a month ago now, and it wasn't. Yeah.
It's like chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing. I always say the unfair thing though. People was like, they were comparing the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes to the regular Chick-fil-A sandwich.
That's an L too. That's an L.
Yeah, I was like compare the spicy chicken sandwich at Popeyes to the spicy chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. Nah, man. I ate that Chick-fil-A. I ate that Popeyes chicken sandwich, and I was like, oh, yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow. That's how I feel. So,
damn.
Wasn't nothing special about it at all, man.
Special at all, bro.
But Popeyes won off the hype, man. That was and the thing about it, Popeyes wasn't the one who prompted it. It was just some random person on Twitter tweeted it out, and Twitter ran with it, and specifically Black Twitter, and Black Twitter got a hold of it now. Yeah, and they gave them what's called.
All right, so that's the official tally for the us versus them. Yes, Jared will count your stupid ass vote. 5-0.
Wow.
Chick-fil-A over Popeyes. The Popeyes sandwich is good, but it's nothing special. It's nothing special. You know, I really Popeyes is closer to fighting with Wendy's for the better spicy. Yeah, for the better spicy sandwich between the two of them, because Chick-fil-A got it locked up.
Zaxby's.
Whoa.
Next topic. I won't discuss it.
Jared might be on to something.
Jared might be on something.
Hey, it's
Jared might be on something.
Episode of Atlanta. You know I like Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is nice, but moving forward, man. Hey,
All right, so
Shit's fire.
fellas, we got a week until football is back.
Wow.
In the midst of this pandemic, having football back is a big deal. It's a return to normalcy. I still have my questions about whether or not they'll be able to pull this thing off overall. But what are y'all's thoughts? Are y'all ready for football?
I actually am. I bought Madden this year because I know the season ain't gonna fulfill what I need. They're gonna be done by week 3.
Nah.
The first case, bro, they're gonna have to do something. Second case, third case, then boom. Just like these MLB teams that had some issues. One's gonna get shut down, and these are bigger rosters. So I really feel like there's gonna be some issues with how they're handling it.
I think 5 or 6 is the week we'll start seeing some roster complications.
I think it'll happen sooner than that. As soon as people go back to their own homes, that's a wrap.
Are you too good for your home?
That's a wrap.
Answer me.
Yeah.
I don't see it lasting, bro. Like, especially with the flu season right around the corner too. This is going to be an issue about week 3, week 4-ish. Yeah. And I just don't see them actually continuing the season when there's a whole squad that's sick or that has tested positive at least.
Yeah. Thoughts, Terry?
That boy got them bubbles. Them wings is fucking him up.
Nah, my had to go check on my fish, man. My fish over here tripping.
First world problems. Go ahead.
First world problems. It is first world problems.
Yeah. You don't worry. Jared cried over a fish.
So, but
let's unpack that.
Wow.
I do.
That was my pet, bro. Why you gonna bring up Jackson like that, man? That's messed up.
Yeah, and he says I killed the fish.
Hold up. So you just laughed at my pet, my fish tank? You just laughed at me.
I laughed at your tank, not your pets.
Yeah.
What do you put fish in if you don't put them in a fish tank?
Yeah. Jared cried over that.
Jared cried over that fish. I have real fish, not a little guppy fish.
I was living in Houston and I came home and I took a look at the fish. I was like, man, your fish don't look right, bro. And Jared like, man, what you talking about? My fish is straight. I said, man, that fish is gonna be dead in a week. And that fish died a few days later.
3 days. It died 3 days later. Jason is an HAN
so
for that one.
You spoke that over that fish, Jason.
Did.
Jared had the fish for like 7 or 8 years. He had the fish for a long time. But I could tell something wasn't right.
Don't try to absolve yourself.
Yeah. Hey.
Don't try to
Jared cried over the fish. That's the point here. And he's trying to go in on Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still funny. But I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum with y'all. We're going to get football and at least pro football. They're going to play that whole season. They're going to play that whole season, whether it's with scrubs. Yeah, scrubs, bums, anything. Because football is not missing out on that money. They are going to do whatever it takes to fulfill all those TV contracts, all those endorsements. They're going to do whatever it takes. If they have to start putting people in bubbles and like they do the basketball, like basketball is doing, keeping their own players, setting up something for them, just like you see the Cowboys did it here locally. They, during training camp, no matter if you own the team or not right now, you got to stay in the hotel up there. Mm-hmm. If they have to do that just to keep, the NFL at least is going to finish out their season. Well, now the quality of football, I think, will be more of the question to me. I don't think we're going to get very good, consistently good football from week to week because of COVID. I think players are going to sit out. I think people are eventually going to get exposed and different things like that. Those turnarounds on those Thursday night games are going to be, I don't know how they're going to manage that. I think that's going to be more the issue. But I think we will get NFL football. It's just going to be, will it be up to the standards and high quality football?
I agree with Terry. I think we'll get it. I think what I'm interested to see is this is going to be a test. We've seen the NBA. I mentioned it last week on the show. Like we saw the NBA. We've seen them be great at being able to pivot, make changes on the fly, and figure things out. I'm interested. The NFL has not ever really been very good at that, so I'm kind of interested to see how they handle this. Because it's going to be cases that pop up here and there. To what degree and how much they spike, we don't know. But something's going to happen, and it's going to be one of them situations where they're going to have to figure things out. I mean, I imagine you try to have contingency plans, but still things can happen in a moment that could do away with those contingencies altogether. And so I am curious to see how this all plays out.
I have a question real quick. Are they still doing the overseas joints?
No overseas games this year.
Okay.
They canceled all overseas games, even the game in Mexico. They canceled.
Yeah, man. Won't nobody let us in?
I was about to say they don't want us in their countries.
Because
they don't want us in their country.
Mexico still wants us.
Mexico still wants. Actually, Americans can go to Mexico.
Yeah, they're happy to have our dollars. They're like, please come spend some money. Those touristy areas, Cancun and all that, they have been affected, bro. They have been affected. If you'll fly to get there, then hotels are like a quarter of the amount that they normally are. At least they were. Yeah, for real. If you're willing to take the vacation, then it's affordable. So,
yeah. You said just don't drink the water, huh?
Oh God, yeah, I made that mistake, fellas.
Bubbly.
No, we're not talking bubbly. We talking pain, bro.
Oh.
So it's that bad,
bro.
It was bad in real life,
bro. It hit me in the Atlanta airport. It hit me on the flight, right. And I started feeling kind of funny. But that's the first time we ever had a connecting flight. And in that Atlanta airport, boy, I tossed my cookies.
Jack, did you have to drop a deuce in the airport?
No, there was no deuce to drop. It all came up, Andre. It was bad.
Tom, what the fuck? Tossed your cookies? What does this mean?
You've never heard that?
No.
It means I threw up. It means I threw up.
Jared's looking at you. Whose brother are you?
I was about to say that's not a colloquialism that's really familiar with our culture, but I've heard it before.
Tossed your cookies. Sounds kind of pause-ish, but okay. Keep it moving.
I'll give Jason the uppity brother translate.
Yeah.
What Jason Jackson meant to say was he needed to vomit in the airport.
Yeah. I mean, Jared, I don't have time to bring you along, on what.
Oh, here you go.
I'm serious. I just don't have time for your shit.
I toss my cookies. Okay, buddy.
Hey, look it up. Just look it up. It's not like I made it up.
Okay.
Just because you don't know what it means.
Okay.
Look it up. All right. So our next topic, fellas. We're done with football, right?
Yeah.
All right. Our next topic. So this one is near and dear to my heart. The good brother Terry Creer. That guy started this, and we had a long conversation about when it's appropriate to use strawberry jelly. And Terry maintains that strawberry jelly should never go on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Terry, would you care to explain yourself?
I mean, you just told it all. I mean, this is nothing against strawberry jelly. It's great on biscuits. It's great on, breakfast sandwiches, toast, everything. But when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, there's only one jelly that you need to put on there, and that's grape.
Oh, Lord Jesus, why?
Cosign. Strawberry jelly does not go with peanut butter, man.
It just does not go with peanut butter.
Oh my God,
that is weird.
Let me tell you what. strawberry jelly goes one.
You heard that.
And you know when you use the grape jelly? It's when you ran out of the strawberry jelly.
That's when I use the grape jelly. That's exactly how
Grape
it feels.
jelly
What?
is all jelly.
What?
Strawberry jelly.
Son.
Strawberry jelly is the jelly. Grape jelly is the.
Hold on.
Strawberry one.
Strawberry jelly isn't the jelly. However, it's just as good as grape jelly.
I agree
As a
with
matter
that.
of
And
fact,
I'm actually
strawberry
paying-
jam trumps all of this that we talking. But
I'm paying strawberry jelly a compliment because in my mind, it's good enough to stand on its own. I'll eat it like Terry said. I'll eat it on a biscuit. I'll eat it on toast. I'll eat it by itself. To me, it doesn't need peanut butter. I feel like
I'll eat it the most. I'll eat it with Spam. I love strawberry jam. It don't matter where you eat it at. And Jared, I'm assigning you 10 pounds. 10 pounds for attempting to differentiate between strawberry jelly and strawberry jam. I'm assigning you 10 pounds.
wow,
Yeah,
10 pounds, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what? This is Sunday. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. Openly rebuke you.
Yeah.
Your words
Yeah.
are false.
What did I do?
Just because
he differential between jelly and jam.
10 pounds.
Yeah, that nigga said,
You're not gonna speak that.
that nigga said that strawberry jam.
You're not gonna speak that over my life the way you kill Jared's fish. You're not gonna do that to me, sir. You're not gonna do that
Strawberry
to me.
jam.
Get
Yeah.
out of
Well,
here,
at
sir.
least the brother didn't say preserves.
You pack your stuff and you get out of here.
Bro, if you say preserves, now first of all, if you up there
You
eating
old.
grape, if you eating grape or strawberry preserves, say
No. The number one preserve is
Check
peach
out.
preserve.
What did you say to me, boy? Say it again. Say it again.
you say peach preserves. Is that the number one preserves? Is peach preserves?
Hey
Did
man,
you say that there?
that's what I'm saying. You got to be old to be talking about preserves. You don't really talk
No.
about preserves
Boy.
unless you old.
But all serious, man, that peanut butter don't
Wow.
hit with the peanut butter don't hit with the strawberry like it do with the grape, man. I'm
False.
sorry, the grape.
It
The
does.
grape.
It
Listen,
don't. It don't.
Oh man, it belongs, dog. It's so good. It is my preferred jelly. I like grape jelly. I like grape jelly a lot, but strawberry jelly is my first choice. Yeah,
That a lot, man. That a lot, really a lot.
boy,
And
Aaron,
you're passing out pounds, sir. And you said
10
a lot.
pounds there. 10 pounds.
You know what? You're passing out pounds and you're talking about I like grape jelly. I like it a lot. Looking at it.
10 pounds, Aaron.
Don't you look up at me, sir. Mind your plate.
they say.
Yeah, stupid, man.
Yeah,
I still don't know why I got 10 pounds, man. I don't get it. I don't see how it's inside of 10 pounds.
Jared, it was the jams and jelly reference. That was worth 10 pounds, boy. That was the fattest thing I've heard from you all day.
You did. You did say that. You did say that strawberry jam.
Yeah,
The strawberry jam. It's not jelly, it's jam.
Jared, that's the fattest thing you did all day, and you literally joined this call eating chips.
And backdoored it with a honey bun. Yeah.
Backdoored it with a honey bun, and somehow this comment was fatter than all of that. Is what it
I'll
is.
take that.
But like strawberry jelly is versatile enough to where it goes well with peanut butter. Terry, you've got a fundamental, hate for that combination, and I don't know why it doesn't make sense, but it
doesn't go, man. It doesn't tell you that. Even when I posed this question on Facebook, you saw the masses agreed with me.
No, they did
about
not.
that. Yes,
No.
they did.
No, they didn't.
Listen,
No, they did
I will
not.
go back and tag y'all on the post. Do I have to go back and tag y'all on the post?
You might have to go back
to,
and tag me on the
bro, 'cause I
post.
saw a
I'm
lot of
supposed to go back
strawberry.
and tag you on that post. No, you did not see a lot of strawberry.
Because in my story, you're wrong. Wrong.
I will go back and tag y'all on the post. I'm gonna tag both of y'all to go back and review the post,
Okay.
and you will see that I was correct.
Uncultured.
For real. Yeah.
Oh, now they're uncultured. Oh, that's just easy cop out. Uncultured. It's such a cop out. Uncultured. Oh.
Fair enough. I'll
uncultured. Push the uncultured. You're uncultured. You have nothing else to say.
Yeah, uncultured being, bro.
All right. I'll look for the results of the post. I can't wait to see it, Terry. All right, moving on to our next topic, fellas. Something real dope happened over this past week. The NBA stopped in the middle of the playoffs to basically acknowledge things that happened in Kenosha, Washington, where a man named James Blake was shot in the back
7 times.
7 times. Remarkably, he lived because they were trying to kill him. But NBA stopped at the behest of the players who insisted on some change, or they were going to cancel the rest of the season and potentially affect and hurt a lot of people's pockets. They used what they had in terms of their platform to really make a difference in a way that hadn't been made up to this point. It was, I'm not gonna lie, I had my my concerns, my questions about the effectiveness of that approach, but it almost immediately yielded some results that we hadn't seen from a lot of other types of protests, and it's turned out to kind of be worth it from our perspective. What do y'all think?
I'm going to say something about my age. I thought it was kind of dope. There was a movie back in the 80s called Amazing Grace and Chuck. And pretty much in that movie, there's a little boy and there's this basketball player named Chuck, big NBA. So he's probably about the equivalent of a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James. And they pretty much shut down the season for social injustices today. This is a movie, and we are able to currently live and see. Now, it didn't go as long. They had a pretty long lockout to where it was the whole season. However, them just being able to pull that and do it for a game or whatever the circumstances may be just shows that, hey, guess what? There's more to life than the actual sport that we're participating in. And it just actually shows how much more leverage, football and baseball are my two favorite sports, but it just shows how much leverage the NBA players have above any other sporting organization within professional athletics.
I haven't heard of that movie or seen that movie. It says it came out in 1987, and yeah, I'm looking at still shots, and it looks like Alex English was in the movie.
Yeah, man, it's a good movie. You should take a look at it.
Yeah. So,
heard of that movie.
Yeah, me neither. So Andre's old. Does anybody else have anything else?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm more cultured than old.
Cultured.
Conservative. I like it.
All right. But I think if nothing else, this definitely highlighted that whole situation. If at the very least, it's one of them things where you kind of have to watch for actions rather than words to see what happens, what happens long term, as a result of all this. But just as far as if these guys felt, I guess that's my thing. I think Jason, we talked about this before. Like, I don't really hold anybody to the thought of like, well, you got to do this and you got to do that when it comes to standing for social issues and the like. If that's not your job, then I'm of the thought of like, you don't have to do that thing. But if he felt compelled and convicted to do something like that, then by all means do that. And it seemed like these players, now you talk about the you unpack that and you start going a little deeper into it, and you talk about like the meetings that they had about whether or not to continue playing after the initial stoppage. there was some things that kind of seemed like they polarized the players after that, but the initial decision to just stop down, what was it, last Thursday, I think it was, or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
To stop down in the first place. I think, those guys really came together and kind of made a decision like, hey, this is something we believe in and we want to stand for it. So if nothing else, you applaud them for that.
What I found interesting was, go ahead, Jared.
No, you got it.
No, what I was gonna say is what I found interesting was initially the Milwaukee Bucks was like we were protesting and we were just gonna forfeit the game. They were like, and they didn't tell any other team that it was something that was kept in house. I think their coach knew, maybe the general manager knew. It hadn't got up to the owner yet, but by the day of the game, it had got up to the owner, and the owner was supportive. And then all the other teams was like, yeah, we want to be a part of this too. And so for me, that just showed the unity that those guys had and all the players had, that they were, all of them had it was something it wasn't just like, hey, we're doing this because you're doing it. Like, nah, we believe with you. We fighting that same fight with you. We're sick of it. It's like, and that's what's impressive. And then the trickle down effect where, WNBA has always been on the forefront. They've always spoken up. They counseled their games. You saw the young girl, Natalie Osaka, she from tennis, she was like, hey, I'm in the semifinals of this championship. I don't care, whatever happens. Then it went over to baseball. So it just shows, like you said, the power that these guys have. I am glad that they returned back to basketball and they talked because, I know it was discussion about ending the season and everything like that. But right now they have the platform because they are the sport that is going on that's drawing the most attention right now. And they're still using their platform to make a difference. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right on. So what were the results of this sit out for, if you will, like a better term?
Well, some of the results that they've gotten, almost every team is going to use their arena as a voting center now, a polling place. They a lot of them have, they've been talking with, leaders in their community, as far as public officials, different things like that. And it's just, it's drawing more awareness more than anything.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things they know, like, yes, them not playing basketball is not going to keep, the next incident being happen. But it is, it is showing that, like, hey, this is affecting more people than y'all think that it's affecting. You know what I'm saying? It is drawing a lot more. It's spoken a lot on, while y'all are trying to watch us play basketball and things like that, we want to draw attention to this. This is something that's more important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. They I know they also established that social justice coalition thing that they're trying to put together. We already talked about the voting rights. Not everybody owns the rights to the stadium necessarily. So some of them agreed to, if they can't actually use their stadium as voting spots, to actually use the stadium for voter registration and other things like that. They're going to have advertisements during each NBA playoff game focused towards social justice. So they're trying to get the word out there. And if nothing else, it made a bunch of the owners that were kind of riding the fence or staying silent jump into the fray and throw some skin in the game, so to speak. They don't have the ability to just sit on the sidelines because the players will revolt. And that's kind of the part about this that isn't getting, or I don't think anybody is losing sight of. The players are like, no, we're not done. This this is the start of it. If we don't see what we need to see, we'll shut it down.
Right.
And that's kind of the one thing hanging over this. The players gained some power this week.
This is kind of almost, in a lot of ways, like a fully realized version of the player empowerment movement that has kind of been going on, specifically in the NBA, where, it kind of started with guys feeling empowered to take control of their own careers. And I'm going to go to this team. I'm going to go play in this city because I want to, because I have that choice and I have that freedom to do so. And now it's kind of that next level of, hey, if y'all don't, at least in some way that we deem to be satisfactory, demonstrate a willingness to value what we value, then we just might withhold our labor.
Yeah. And the NBA collective bargaining agreement has a specific language that bans strikes of any type. So this is what they would call a wildcat strike, because this wasn't approved by the players union. It's something that they just did, even though the president of the players union was involved in this. This just happened. And the NBA is willing to overlook all that. And they better be, because once again, these players have the ability to find a way to withhold their labor. They can fake injuries. They can do all kinds of stuff to hurt this game. Everybody knows it. So.
Right on, man. Good stuff.
So,
good stuff.
Yep. Timely demonstration of power. All right. Other than that, these playoffs have been pretty good. I know we spoke about that in the last episode, on episode 50, but the playoffs have been really, really good. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, the NBA and the NHL are the two leagues that appear to be getting it right. MLB is having some problems because, COVID, but for the most part, the NBA is getting it right. The playoffs have been entertaining. Everything is there except the home court advantage.
Yeah, I like how they set it up. Actually, man, I didn't think it was gonna work. Like that old virtual feel, like a video game. I didn't think it would work, but and the pumping of the crowd noise. It came off real weird at the very beginning, but as it goes on, man, it actually feels kind of natural. So,
yeah,
I'll say that the only thing I don't like is the. Go ahead, Aaron.
Go ahead, Terry. No, I was just gonna say the one thing I think that the NFL is kind of in a position of maybe advantages as far as like the experience is the fans, because I was sitting here watching the lead up to this scrimmage with the Cowboys, for example, and they were talking about the guidelines for having fans at the stadium. The NBA is doing the virtual fan thing and pumping in noise, and the NFL is going to pump in noise as well. But it's you're still going to have, because a lot of these stadiums are just so big and a lot of them are outdoors. That's one area where they might actually have a little bit of an advantage to be able to kind of have that fan experience in the stadium, whereas the NBA and the NHL are having to do the bubble thing. The experience for the players and just the operation of the league itself might be a little easier for the NHL and the NBA, but the fan experience might be a little easier for the NFL to pull off.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him try. I'm expecting COVID to spread rapidly.
Stupid. All right, so they're actually going to allow fans
at some stadiums. I mean, not all the teams are with it. In fact, the Cowboys are the only team in the NFC East that are going to allow fans into the stadium. The Eagles, the Washington football team, and the Giants. Washington football team. They all said that there won't be any fans in the stadium no matter what. But Governor Abbott here in Texas said that you can have up to 50%. The Cowboys say, well, we're going to go on the conservative side of that. People are anticipating 30 to 35%. I'm expecting COVID. It's going to be a big COVID cloud, and it's going to hover. You're going to see it come out of people's mouths, and it's going to hover right above the field, and it's just going to wash out over the players.
Wow.
That's how it looks in my mind. I'm not going to that game. They could give me those
Nah,
tickets.
I'm not.
I'm not going to that game. I think Terry, didn't you
Yeah,
say
y'all,
you would go?
No,
It's, I
no.
can't remember who I was talking to. Some
Greg
somebody said it maybe it was Billy or Bud, but somebody was saying if they gave me that ticket, I'm going to that game, and I'm
No,
just
y'all keep that. Y'all
no,
keep that
man.
for now.
yeah.
But I like what the NBA. The NBA now the next round in round two, the teams that are remaining, they will get. They have a limited number of guests that they can invite. So it will be like close family and friends at the games. The next round. Uh, Also, the NBA. I mean, those arenas that they're playing in. Also, if the NBA was playing in bigger arenas, they would probably have more fans there. But then those arenas
Right.
that they're playing in are very. They're the size of your NBA. I mean, not of your high school gyms for the most part. Those are AAU basketball tournament gyms
Yeah, I was
that they're
gonna say,
playing
yeah,
in.
they like
They just done a lot of construction and a lot of different things to get it to look that way and to keep the social distancing. It's not really as that much bigger than those stadiums. The one thing I was saying earlier, though, I still do not like. I don't like the pumped in sound noise. The pipe that just is not to me. It's not natural. It's
I'm
just
fine
like
with
a
it.
steady. It's like a steady noise. It doesn't.
So can
It
I tell
doesn't
you why?
have the inflection of the ups and downs of a NBA or any
I
crowd
agree.
noise.
I agree with that, but it's necessary, Terry, so we don't hear bitch ass motherfucker, whole ass man. But
yeah,
otherwise, we would hear we would hear some stuff that we don't want to hear and they don't want to put on TV. I
I want to hear that.
guarantee it.
you'd hear
I wouldn't mind. I want to hear that shit.
to Jason's point. You would hear some stuff that would get you canceled on Twitter.
I want to hear that shit.
Yes.
I want to hear that.
Hey, we got
Hey,
to go sit
Jason.
courtside again, Terry.
I say, Jason, that time we said courtside,
Yeah.
I love that, bro. We heard everything, and I was
Whole ass
like,
man.
oh,
Oh,
I was
oh,
like,
oh.
oh,
You can't say that. You can't say that. You
shit, man.
can't
When we
say
said
that.
You
courtside
love it,
that
right?
time, man,
You love
Boy.
it right up until somebody says the wrong thing into a live mic, and then they have to issue an apology the next day.
man. I mean, well, this is the thing though. They're still having to. I mean, if you're watching those games, every game there's a moment of time where you hear them hit the mute button and you just don't hear nothing, and it's because they're trying to, someone said something, and that noise just throws me off because crowd noise is not a steady. There's an up and down to it, but they're just pumping up they're pumping in that steady. It's just at the same level, whether he makes the shot or he misses the shot. It's the same level the whole time, and it's just weird to
I think,
me to hear
I
that.
think I think we might get some variety of sound with the NFL. That's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing is what they do with that. We might get some, the before, and they go out with the kickoff. So we might get a little bit variety with that. I see what you're saying though, like the kind of just the monotone level of the sound.
Yeah, I'd rather just play music the whole game. Honestly, put on a mix CD.
Mm.
Don't do that.
Feelings.
All right. Well, about a week ago, we also had a new album drop. Don't know how many of our fans are big fans of the artist Nas, but Nas dropped a new album called King's Disease. My personal thoughts, I feel like he's put together a really good album. Jared will tell you that when it comes to Nas, I've always felt he's kind of a monotone rapper. Despite his talent, he's really, really, really monotone in his delivery.
Correct.
And this is one of his better albums, I think.
I agree. He did a really good job of finding that producer by the name of Hit Boy. Hit Boy really brought
Yeah.
those tracks that met his style and gave him that energy that was necessary for the delivery of what he's been trying to say this whole time.
Hmm.
The other beats have been laid back on top of his monotone, so it's like
And those have been regionally like beloved beats in some cases. A lot of people from the East Coast. I mean, I've heard some people from the East Coast say they don't like his beats either, but I think his sound has always been very much native to where he's from, and so I think him kind of like to your point, like kind of branching out, finding a new sound, and it meshed, because that's the thing. Sometimes just finding a new sound don't always work out. It needs to match. And I was actually listening to the Button podcast the other day, and they actually talked to Hit Boy, and they talked to him, and he talked about the times that he first met Nas, and then that when they actually got in the studio and really started listening to tracks, and he said we just immediately caught a vibe in terms of just matching what we wanted the songs to sound like and the music to sound like. So I think it sometimes it just so happens that you find the right producer and you get a sound like this, and it works.
Yeah, it's a natural flow. It doesn't feel forced at all. Like track to track, it feels good. I like that album.
So speaking as probably
Sean got off.
What was that, Aaron?
No, I was just saying, Big Sean really he got off on that song that he was on too. There was some very nice guest appearances on this
album. Yeah, some cats that I didn't expect to be on there. He even dug back to the young crowds, and they did their thing on some of these tracks too. So I liked it.
Right on.
It was his first hot album in about 10 years.
Chill out, fam. Chill out, fam. Chill out, fam. So speaking as probably the biggest Nas fan in this group right here, I would go out and I will say, I'll start out by saying I didn't expect much from this album because I did not think that Nas' heart was in rapping anymore. Just from a lot of stuff that I know he's been talking about over the last couple of years and things like that.
You don't sound like a fan to me.
I didn't think his heart was going to be by saying I didn't think his heart was going to be in this album. I mean, but I think because I feel like he was more transitioning into really focusing on being a father. He's talked about his son a lot, trying to spend more time with his son, and his daughter getting older. That's what a lot of they've been talking about. But this was a really good album. He surprised me by coming out with the energy that he came with on the album, and I like that he took some risk. But like I said, by going with some guest features on there that I would not expect him to roll with and do some guest songs with. But yeah, it was a really good album, and I know y'all are about the production, but I'm all about the bars. I like to hear what a man is spitting in the lyrics, and Nas he still spits. He's one of the top 5 lyricists of all time. How's that a pause? How's that a pause? Explain that one. How was that one a pause?
I think he just left.
It was in your delivery. You said, I like to hear what a man's spitting.
I said I like to hear the lyrics. I like to hear the lyrics, and then I say what a man's spitting. Hey, if you want to reach, that's a reach. That was a reach. You Stretch Armstrong. Armstrong.
It was how you delivered that one, bro. I like a man to spit, like how you said it, bro. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Hey, I know all y'all listen to is production. Y'all don't care about lyrics, man. I'm all about what the lyrics.
That's a lie.
What I'm talking about.
That's not true at all, Terry.
That is true.
That's not true at all, man.
Hey, it's my story, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
I said what I said.
Also in your story, Terry, you like to know what a man's spitting.
I said I like to hear the lyrics that the man is spitting. That's what I said. But hey, it's cool.
The tape is gonna tell the tale.
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, whatever. Hey.
You said men lie, but the tape always tells the truth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, that was a pretty good album. It was better than that last album he did with Kanye. It kind of more remind me of the vibe that he was going for when he did Life Is Good, which dropped a while ago. But yeah, that's what it is.
What was it, about 10 years ago?
Now Life Is Good dropped in 2012. 2012?
About 10 years ago. One hot album every 10-year average.
He hasn't even been dropping that in the albums. Though, hey, I understand. You Jay-Z fanboys? You don't like Ether. It's cool. I know he got under y'all skin with Ether. It's Jay-Z fanboys. It's hard. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's still.
Relax, Paul.
Look, man, Ether wasn't even all of that, man. It was just a bunch of fake, lame jokes, bro, on a dope beat.
Facts don't matter.
Ether was all that. Ether was all that. Ether was.
It really wasn't. He didn't bring no facts to the table besides Tybo.
Facts don't matter. You know that, bro. Facts don't matter.
But it does. When you're doing a battle, bro, you got to bring facts.
He did bring some facts.
Really it doesn't, though. If your delivery is on point and you get the crowd on your side, which he did at the time, it doesn't matter.
Listen, man.
Yeah, that's what Negroes do. Just listen to beats in the chorus. That don't get me wrong.
So now hold on. So now you want to hear the lyrics? You want to be like, he ain't spitting facts.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what Negroes do. Is they listen to the beats and they listen to the chorus. That's why folks like Lil Yachty is hot. Needs Lil Uzi Vert. They're not listening to the words.
I know
they're listening to the beats.
Hey, Jared, I want to caution you. Be very, very careful. Talking about Uzi. They love this guy. They say he doesn't miss.
Hey, don't get me wrong. His beats are great.
Hey, they love Uzi. Be careful. I'm just telling you.
Hey, don't attack me. I'm just saying. He got some tracks on there. The one that he did for with the Backstreet Boys. But anywho, my point is, I wanted that. That shit jam. But yeah, my point is beats.
Aaron is telling you to get off his lawn. Aaron's like, get off my lawn. He's not trying to hear it, boy.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Where's the J.
That's all I'm saying. That's what Ether was. It was all production and chorus.
All right. Go back and listen. He was spitting some real shit. I know y'all just Ether still bothers y'all.
Some solid jokes.
Ether still bother y'all, bro.
Rock fellas.
Yeah. It still bother y'all. Ether gets under the Jay-Z fanboy skin still to this day. And that song dropped almost 20 years ago. I understand.
I didn't realize you hated Jay-Z, Terry.
I didn't say I hated Jay-Z.
Hey,
Jay-Z fanboys? That sounds like you don't like Jay-Z, man.
I say Jay-Z fanboys. The only time I reported Jay-Z fanboys is because when people always talk about Nas and they always, and like you want to point out every 10-year average like about Nas. There's the one line
fact. I just brought up a fact that's not a fact. So, yes, it is, bro.
Terry, I don't think Nas really needs defending, and neither does Jay-Z. That's always been my perspective. They had the battle, they squashed it. You know, everybody has an opinion about who won. You know, and
everybody has opinion. Nas won.
But I mean, that's an opinion.
Or did they? Jay-Z keeps trying to step on Nas's releases out here, man. What is with this?
Did Jay-Z drop on something?
Jay-Z, he put that song out with Pharrell. It's like every time
it was Pharrell song featuring Jay-Z. It was Pharrell song.
That was Pharrell trying to step. Jay-Z was just there.
I watched the interview where Nas said it. Nas said he doesn't think anything of it. He said he thinks just he said they're probably always working around the same time and usually just they happen. Because he said he knew about the last one when what was the Beyonce thing dropped the same time his dropped or something like that. He said he knew that they was working on that album, so he was like, I was working on the album at the same time. He was like, you kind of know, so like,
I'm just adding fuel to the fire, man. You know, stoke the flame.
Yeah, I don't say, man.
All right. Well, keeping with the theme of music. Keeping with the theme keeping with the theme of music in this really, really strange, weird summer where we didn't really have that one definitive summer song, that summer hit song. Late in the summer,
You're right.
Late in the summer, this song is kind of taken off, and this is WAP by Megan Thee Stallion. I know we talked about her.
There's some holes in this house.
Yeah, I know we talked about her getting her pinky toe shot off last week, and this song is causing a lot of controversy because for this generation, it's so raunchy, it's so raw, it's so in your face. They're not quite used to this. I know we're of varying ages in our groups, so we've all seen this before. But what do y'all think about WAP, which stands for Wet Ass Moving?
What is this? Disney Plus? What
No,
ass pussy,
I'm about to
bro?
say, what is this BET?
I'm posting this in multiple places, Jared, and we don't all have a long business. I'd rather keep the show somewhat respectable. Cut the
Hey,
shit.
y'all can put all of that on me, man. Y'all can put that all on me. All Grape Lawn Care, holla at your boy. But yeah,
We'll just have
we've
you
seen
say
the
all-
song before, man. Trina,
Reckless.
Lil Kim,
Reckless.
right.
yeah, all of them,
There's no
including myself.
there's no story.
I'm talking about you.
There's no story. There's no story here.
I
Yeah.
think we read
There's no story.
There's
growing
no
up,
story here,
like
man.
Live Crew and Luke and them dudes like that,
Man,
they were pretty out
you
there.
know.
But I guess in my younger days, it wasn't nothing. I'm pretty sure it was easy, very palatable to hear a song like that. Now, as a full-fledged adult, to hear that and be like, oh snap.
Clutch your pearls. Oh my.
Well, hey, pause on that one. I don't know about that.
I was supposed to say, pause. that whole action was a pause.
I said you clutch your pearls. That's what people do when they see something alarming. Jared.
That was
A pause.
It was a joke. It's
a moment.
Even Andre said that was a pause.
yeah,
a moment.
Andre's offended by everything. He's well into his 40s, but it's not like he said he wants to hear what
Jason.
men are spitting. Terry,
Jason, you're in your 40s too, brother.
that's between me and you, Andre. you don't got to put me out there like that. You don't got to put me out there.
That sounds like some karma from earlier.
That worked out
But
perfectly.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, we've all heard this stuff before. And to be honest with you, I wasn't. You just gonna switch it up. And to be honest with you, he switched the cameras. And to be honest with you, like, it's just another song, bro. We've all heard these types. Now, I'm not even entertained by it. I haven't even seen the video yet. I think I've heard like a snippet of the song. I think I'm just not interested because of who actually made the tracks. To be honest with you. I've never been a fan of Cardi. She's annoying as shit.
So why don't you think that women have anything to contribute to rap?
Whoa. What?
Shots fired.
What do you mean?
Jason just be making his own hot takes.
Boy, that was hella hot. I didn't say nothing like that.
We need the sound on that one.
He's just gonna put a new caption down there. Jared Jackson, problematic.
So, what was the question again, Jake? Because that's clearly not where I was going with you. Jason, that was the question. So, what was that question again?
Oh Lord. Yo.
Oh, you're just not gonna respond. Okay, all right. But anywho, yeah, that track is just.
So you're
some
not gonna
regular
deny
people.
this, Jared. You're not gonna deny this, Jared.
Why do you hate women? Why?
Let's unpack this, man. Let's unpack this.
Oh shit!
Who hurt? Who hurt
Oh
you, brother?
man! All right, why?
It's a valid question.
Man,
Who hurt
that's
you,
a loaded
Jared?
question. That is not
Let's
true at
unpack
all.
Let's unpack
Jared,
this.
Jared, it's a question that needs to be answered. Terry,
I don't hate women. There you go. I love women actually.
okay, but you hate this song featuring all women.
No, I don't like those particular artists.
Whew.
That doesn't mean I hate all women because I don't like these two artists.
So, okay, you'll take the rap song featuring arguably two of the hottest, or the two hottest female rappers out there, and you don't like the song or the artists?
I don't like the content or the artist. Correct.
Mm.
You know, give me some Rhapsody. You know,
I agree with
that's
that.
real rap. That's real hip hop. She spits realness, got bars. Cardi
Yeah, but-
just talk ignorance with you.
Yeah, but it's a woman spitting it. Terry's not gonna like that.
Wow. Jason Jackson,
Man,
everybody.
Jason is on a rampage.
Jason, everybody.
You wanna come for me?
Jason, everybody.
I see
Jason,
what you're
everybody.
doing, boy.
Just remind
Throw
y'all.
everybody under the bus in one take. All right, I like it. Mm-hmm.
Jason,
Yeah.
look at that message.
What message? You texted me?
In the chat.
The private chat.
Look at the private chat on here. But for me, as far as the song goes, I'm like kind of like on the same vibe as Jared. I listened to the song and I was just like, nah, it's whatever. Doesn't surprise me from the two artists that's
Yeah, it's a non-story.
that make yeah.
Hey, Junior came in and Jared.
You just got rid of Jared altogether, huh?
Jared did something to back out.
Hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
It's a non-story to me, man.
Hey, what up,
The
June
song is
bud?
a song.
Hey, what's going
The
on,
song is a
man? What's
song,
going
man.
on?
You know,
Wait a minute.
it ain't-
Man, you looking real Africanish today, my G. You doing all right?
Hey, man.
Is that a Captain
Hey.
America shirt, man?
It is a
Is-
Captain America shirt on.
Is that a captain of Oak Cliff wave cap?
Hey. It's a wave cap with a do-rag, man. You know, gotta keep the waves laid out here, man.
If you're in Minnesota, do you really?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
man.
Remember we talked about this last week.
Oh, wait.
I do.
I'm about to say this is Junior trying to maintain his flavor, man. He don't want to
Yeah.
become flavorless, man.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Hey, Connie Young Jeezy.
Hey, nobody told him we're not rocking waves in the Metroplex anymore.
Hey, I don't care what y'all rocking on the Metroplex. I'm still doing me.
Oh, he's already falling behind the curve. Ugh.
Yeah.
This is a fight.
Yeah.
Hey, this is
Well,
a
I'm
fight
supposed
for
to-
flavor.
So what am I supposed to be doing? Growing out of shag? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Growing out of shag? I can't do it. I'm
South
sorry.
Dallas would appreciate it.
Yeah, the little strip in the back? No, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Hey, Junior,
I can't do
Junior,
the
you gotta
Dallas
get a
cut.
triple F shirt, man. You gotta get the triple F shirt made, man. Fight for flavor, man. Fight for flavor.
Hey, man. You ain't never lied. No, man, y'all had me in the back in backstage, man. I've been sitting back there waiting for like 30 minutes. What's
Man,
going on?
I didn't even 30 minutes.
I felt like Martin on the Varnell Hill show. I was waiting for my 3 minutes to come on. Yeah, I just let me back there. Y'all just let me back there, man.
So it
I
doesn't.
just want my 3 minutes.
It doesn't send me a notification. It shows like a grayed out screen at the bottom. So if I don't specifically look down there, I won't see it. I didn't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was in there chilling in the cut, watching you go after everybody on set. Yeah,
Man.
just waiting to get in here, man.
Hey man, I'm
Watch
sorry
me
you had to
slam
witness that. I'm sorry you had to witness that without the ability.
Jason has a lot of self-hatred coming out, and he's just putting it out on us.
Right. I don't know if the question ever got an answer though. Why does Jared hate women though?
Wow.
Let's get back to that.
Wow.
Back to that.
Wow. All right, Akon. You got it, bro. You got it.
Jason, it seems like he specifically has a problem with women of color. I think you might want to adjust the caption. Women of color.
Oh man.
Out of line. Totally out of line, fellas. Both of y'all.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Both of you.
So let's unpack this. Let's dig into this.
I hate women of color.
Let's talk about this, Jared.
Jerry, we're here for you.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Oh. All right. So about these women of color, I love them all, man. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I don't discriminate. Now, when it comes to the hip hop game, these two artists that we're speaking on in particular, I'm not a fan of. Doesn't mean I do not like black women. Period. Don't make me out here looking like a racist. I don't like that shit, man.
Is that a threat? I don't nobody care about that.
It was. I know where all of y'all niggas stay.
Yeah. I don't really care about that, man.
Actually, two of y'all moved. Three of y'all. Yeah. I'll find you. I'll kill you.
All right, fellas. Well, I'll close. I'll close up that WAP discussion by saying nothing in that song is anything we haven't heard before. It's just been a while, so I know it's shocking to a lot of people. Those artists are usually, both of them are usually use a little bit more tact when talking about it, and this song just kind of cut right through it. There's a million TikTok videos and reaction videos of people alarming their grandmother or their mother, by playing a version of the song. It's crazy to see all that going down, but this isn't anything new for most fans of rap music, anywhere over the age of 30, I'd say.
Hey, Jason, let me get in there real quick, man. Exactly. This ain't no different than what we've already heard before. I mean, 3 6 Mafia or Juicy J with the slob on my knob, like that was. I mean, that is about as raunchy as you can get. And then, oh girl, I don't remember what her name was, but my neck, my back, that chick. That song was just as vulgar as. Yeah, that song was just as vulgar as this, so if not more.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, we didn't heard this
classic track. People still putting it in movies till this day. Yeah. That was 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So like I said, we didn't heard all the nasty stuff before. I mean, at this point, there's nothing they can put out that could surprise me at this point.
Yeah. I must say I was offended by the part where she said touched a little dingly thing in the back of her neck. Oh.
That was a visual. That was like, is that a challenge?
Yeah, that was a lot. That was an awful lot.
I mean, hell, we all lived through BET Uncut.
That's what rappers do. That's what rappers do, man. Yeah, tip drill. Shit.
Classic.
But yeah, that's what rappers do, man. She was trying to paint a picture
of midnight to see that one.
Yeah. So yeah. So on to All Disrespect. Fellas.
Can I go first?
Please.
All right. Last week, man, we talked about COVID, right? But I didn't really get down to who is responsible for the bullshit that went down in Texas. Greg Abbott, you bitch ass nigga. Say, man, like straight up, you had a chance to make sure everybody wore a mask. Okay? Yeah, I said it. You had a chance to make sure everybody wore a mask and you did not, bro. And the numbers spiked. And then you tried to place blame on all your little mayors of each county. Like, yo, you're at blame because you didn't handle it right. So I'm going to come in like the savior and make sure everybody wear the mask. No, bro, you should have did that before you opened up the state, jackass. Yeah. Anywho, man, all disrespect, Greg Abbott, man. Boom, boom.
Is the
Boom,
business owner
boom.
done? Is the business owner? That's Jared Jackson of
Boom.
all Grape.
Andre has a Verizon box in his background.
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm talking about Jared, man.
When you need extra shoe space, you got to use whatever box you get your hands on.
I'm not gonna say Jared was wrong though. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Jared was wrong.
You just gonna throw me in the backstage, bro? That's what we on?
No, I was trying to put you on solo while you were going on this tirade.
I don't believe it.
I'm not gonna say you was wrong. I'm not gonna say you was wrong, Jared. Though. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I could have used some better language, but damn it,
I'm not gonna say
he fucked it up. A lot of people died because of his actions, bro. Period.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that itching to be first and to promote commerce before it was time to absolutely cost some people their lives. So
absolutely unnecessary bullshit, bro. I didn't like it. So I apologize for my language, but it is what it is. That was stupid. Real fucking stupid, DMX.
Okay. All right. So Andre.
Back in my fucking face, so fuck you too, all right?
Yeah,
keep going. Yeah.
Andre, all disrespect.
All right, so my all disrespect is not on a disrespectful note, it's on a different note. The all disrespect for is get with your money. This week, there's going to be two big stock splits. I'm saying this not as your financial advisor. I'm just putting just something in your ear. A lot of times things are out of our reach. Apple and Tesla will split sometime this week. They were supposed to do it on the 28th. Apple should go down from about $400 per share to around
$100 for sure.
100 and some change. Probably we'll say like 125. So it gives everyone the ability to get a little bit of equity in, and then also it makes it a little easier if you're not able to do the 125 for the per share. You can do fractional shares, and the same with Tesla. They should be breaking around the same week doing a split.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some stuff I need to sell real quick then. Bet.
I already got Tesla splitting. At least my Tesla stock split up on, I want to say it's split Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good information, man.
So I think it's what Junior, $4.99 around there is what
for Tesla.
Yeah, for Tesla.
Ooh, I don't remember. I just know I had a fractional share and then it multiplied by 5.
Okay.
So nice.
Okay.
All right. Looks like Terry stepped away. Aaron, all disrespect.
I really don't necessarily have one per se. I guess continuous disrespect to the people that refuse to act right now. So it's gonna always be the case, man. Just do better.
Do better.
Right on. I agree with that. All right. Junior, all disrespect.
I guess for me, man, it'll be a continuation of kind of what Aaron was talking about, or at least what I think he was talking about. Just everybody out here, just it's definitely been crazy. And I don't know if y'all obviously addressed this earlier in the show, but just crazy stuff from Wisconsin and stuff that we were dealing with here in Minneapolis a few months back. And I mean, it's just before you know it, I mean, it's popping up in every city. So just all disrespect to these people that just can't, they just won't, refuse to listen, refuse to really have a conversation, refuse to get uncomfortable, just refuse to see us.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. Well said indeed. And Terry, you're all disrespect.
Mild disrespect. Same as it was last week, man. All due respect to the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
Right on, brother.
Right on. And for me, I don't know if you guys paid any attention to the Republican National Convention over this past week, but all disrespect to them for pretending that things are normal and that there's nothing wrong, and everybody going out there and sitting on the White House lawn, sans masks. They did the opposite. They painted a rosy picture that things are normal, and that it's okay to gather in large groups like that when the rest of the world's science, data, and everything else is telling us that that is absolutely not the case, and that we still have cause for concern considering how prolific this disease is within the United States, and our lack of ability to handle it right the first time has brought us here. And we're going to paint a picture by sitting on the lawn of the White House to hear President Trump speak as if everything is okay. And it's just not. We're not there yet, and that was really, really irresponsible. And all disrespect to everybody involved with that, because, man, that picture alone, I've had to talk about that picture and what that means for us 2 or 3 times this week already, and I think that happened on Wednesday or Thursday. But it's flat out irresponsible. So, all disrespect.
Boom, boom.
All right, fellas. So, do we have any topics that we missed at all? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
We still haven't unpacked this question, but I guess we can save that for next episode, man.
Oh, you brought it back up.
Oh man,
Okay.
I accidentally hit that button. My fault.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, fellas. Well, if we don't have anything else, I would just like to take this opportunity to say thank you for listening to the Us versus Them podcast. We're happy to be back at it. We're happy that technology has met us halfway and that we're able to put the show on. Tell your friends about us. Subscribe to the show. And listen each week. We should be putting out an episode just about every week. Fellas, anything I missed?
Yes. I love women of color.
You know what? I had thought about something halfway through the podcast, and now I can't even remember what it was. Because once we got on that Jared not liking women of color, it kind of just threw everything left.
It soured my mood too, Terry. I get it.
I love women of color.
Not in my story, you don't.
Yeah, let's get our outros. We'll start along the top with Andre.
All right, man. Be blessed.
Okay.
Terry, I'm out.
All right. And Jason, remember to check on your strong friends.
Jared Joe,
That's
holla
right.
at your boy. Y'all know what time it is.
Is this on me?
Boy,
This is
Mark,
Junior. Oh, this is Junior. Got in
Boy,
late,
Mark,
but what the?
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
This is Junior. I got in late, man, but hey, try to keep your flavor.
Flavor TV. Look at it.
All right, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron, the podcaster, they want you back once again. For sure. We out of here. We out of here.
Thank you for listening to Us versus Them.